IONQ has started to go up again. In the last 5 days, the stock price has increased by over 35%. Due to a rebound in all quantum computing stocks, the trend has come back. As you can see, over the last 4 years, the stock price was around $10, then up, down, up, down, up. And as you can see, this industry is quite volatile. And you can make some money, quite nice money, if you buy at the right time. You triple your money quite fast in just a few months. And this can happen again. If you look at IONQ, there are opportunities. Because if you look at their presentation, if you read their presentation, you can see that total addressable market by 2035 is expected to be about 87 billion, according to IONQ. They also have cash on hand, quite a lot, over 300 million, so they can invest in their technology, their architecture, and they expect the revenue to double again for 2025. And of course, you can see their patent portfolio, over 900. And they also have a partnerships with those cloud providers to offer quantum computing as a service via cloud. So they are well positioned to tap into this market opportunity. And if you look at the market cap right now, you can see that is around $5.3 billion. And the total addressable market over 87 billion. So you compare those two numbers and you can see that their opportunity is over 10x. Now, of course, this is the total addressable market. There are also other quantum computing companies that want to take advantage of this huge market opportunity. And you will have some winners. Maybe 2, 3, 4. It depends on their technology. Who will succeed? And then you can see other opportunities based on industry. They expect to create up to 880 billion in economic value by 2040. So after 2032, 2035, more exactly, the value is expected to increase quite a lot, another 10x. And you can see here the industry: machine learning, automotive, finance, tech, other use cases, finance, aerospace, and all other industry, cryptography, and communication. So quantum computing, if they can succeed with their technology, their architecture, they can have big gains in the future, in the next 10 to 20 years. Then, you can also see some enterprise customers such as Airbus, where they see the potential market size of about 100 billion for this industry. Oak Ridge, drug discovery, data analysis, and simulation. So you see here big numbers. Of course, this is from their presentation, from IONQ presentation, based on their expectations. Then you can see the increase in their revenue. They succeeded to double the revenue over the last 3 years. And they expect it to double again, even more than that. They started from 1.6 million in 2021, then 10x in revenue 2022, then double again 2023, double again the revenue 2024, and 2025 is expected to double again. And if you look at the stock price, you can see that from 2021, when they went public, the stock price has increased by over 181%, because they also reported this huge increase in the revenue. And if they continue to do so in the future, this year 2025, and the growth rate is expected to be about 100%, then for sure the market cap from this level will double. Now, if you can catch the stock price when the stock price is around $7 or below, then your increase can be much higher, something like this, 5x, and in just a few months, if you can catch another bump in the stock price, that will be amazing, an amazing opportunity. And of course, be aware that this is a high reward, high risk investment. Don't get attracted only by the opportunity here, up to 880 billion in economic value by 2040, but also look at the risk. Because as I said, you see this huge increase in the revenue, they are small, but if you compare their revenue with their total market cap, you can see a big difference. All the value is expected on their future growth. And that's why you see this market cap around this level, 5 billion. And it's quite high compared to other companies like Rigedi, D-Wave, Quantum Computing. Now, you can also see that they have some products, a product portfolio here, how they started, what they sell. Then an important thing, you can see that they focus on acquiring other companies to expand into this networking segment, networking industry. They also completed another acquisition, QBTech, also for networking industry, quantum networking. And they started a strategic partnership with SK Telecom in South Korea for quantum networking. So as you can see, based on their agreements, their partnership, they started to focus first on telecom industry. And this is a huge market for IONQ, quite a lot. Because those companies have the funds, they can invest in their technology of IONQ, and the revenue can easily double from this level. Then you can also see that they have support from the government, Maryland governor, where it is expected 1 billion for quantum computing. So IONQ can take advantage of this investment. Maybe they might get some contracts with this state and also increase their revenue. So they have different opportunities, also partnership with NVIDIA to combine their technology with CUDA, another architecture from NVIDIA. And this is quite great because the more partnership they have with different states, different customers around the world, the better the technology will get. I mean, they might become the gold standard. And if they can do that, then it will be much easier to expand their technology to other industries. Just imagine, the best architecture in quantum computing will win. And this is the key here. Now all these companies are competing to build this architecture, the best architecture, the gold standard. It might be one architecture or two, but not 5 or 10. Just a few, 1, 2. And of course, it depends also on the use cases. For IONQ, they focus on trapped ion qubits. The strengths you see here, high fidelity, long coherence, which simplifies error correction, and challenges, you can see here, slower gate speeds compared to superconducting qubits. Now, you have to understand that there are more architectures. If you look at the entire industry, here you can see an overview with all the competitors. So IONQ is not alone. As I said, they focus on this architecture type, trapped ions. And of course, there are other companies such as Google, IBM, Rigedi, which focus on other type of architecture, superconducting. Then you have photonics, neutral atoms, and silicon spin quantum dots. And you can see all the companies that are trying to build that architecture, the next architecture for computing. And you have to ask yourself, I mean, if you want to make money with IONQ or other companies, you have to ask yourself who can build the best architecture. And if you can find the answer to that question, maybe one company, 2 companies, or 3 companies, or maybe they join together and form an alliance, then you can easily predict the future of those companies, especially in this case for IONQ. So this is the big question you should ask yourself. Who can become the winner in this industry? IONQ, Google, IBM, Rigedi? And of course, to know that, we have to analyze all their architectures, see their pros and cons, and then you also have to look at their fundamentals. Because, as I said, I spoke about IONQ, their opportunities. You see huge growth ahead, and that's great. More partnership, more contracts, they acquire other companies, a huge growth in the revenue, but also have to look at the risk. Because, let me show you something important. If you look at the number of shares, you can see here, it has increased year over year from 206 million to 221. So, investors, current shareholders, will lose more in value if they continue to issue more shares. Then you can also see the number of shares here started from 2022, 197 million, and now 214 million. And if they continue to issue more shares to take more money from investors and invest in technology, you have to be aware, if their revenue doesn't grow, they don't maintain that high growth rate, and they don't improve their profitability, reduce their losses, then shareholders will get affected. They'll lose in value, a lot in value. So this is the catch with dilution. Yes, they take money from investors from the public market, invest in their infrastructure, in their research, their technology. But if the results aren't good, investors lose their money. So that's the risk. You can make money with IONQ, a lot of money, as it happened here. But you can also lose a lot of money, 50% or even more. That's why you have to be very careful and watch their numbers closely. You see 43 million in revenue for 2024, but the losses were over 331 million. So the key is their architecture, the technology. If they can become a gold standard, the best architecture, or among the best, that's the key. Top 5 or top 3. If they can be there, then you can expect the revenue to continue and you can make money with this company. If not, that will be bad for investors who decide to invest in this company. And of course, another interesting thing is the stock-based compensation. If you look for 2024, you can see that the stock-based compensation was around $106 million. Here in thousands, right? $106 million for 2024. And you look at the revenue, was around 43 million. So how come they get in stock-based compensation more than they earn? And this is a huge question mark. And also for 2023, 2022, their stock-based compensation is higher than the revenue. I understand that they invest a lot in research. They have to attract the best engineers, the best scientists. But they also have to take care of shareholders. Not only on their wages, their bonuses. They also have to take care of shareholders. And companies who value their shareholders, their investors, they will do well in the future. Their stock prices will go up, everybody will be pleased, also shareholders and also the employees, in the long term, of course. The short term, others try to take advantage. So we have to be very careful with the management, with their technology, and also if they can increase their revenue. But most importantly is, as I said, their technology, the best architecture. If they can do that, that's the question you should ask. And of course, you also have to compare it with the competition. They are not alone in this industry. There are different types of architectures. So be aware of this. And that's it for this video. And if you have other questions, please let me know in the comments.